is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Well, guess where I am today, guys? I'm in Dublin. No, not Dublin, Ireland. Believe it or not, there is a Dublin here in California. There is a city here in California in the San Francisco Bay Area named Dublin. What I'm gonna do, there is a big public park area. It's like a historic park. Some of it is like a museum from some of the pioneers for the city of Dublin, some of the founding fathers. And there is a small yet very cool historic cemetery attached here. It's called the Dublin Pioneer Cemetery, attached to this park as well. This park, actually, this was the area where a lot of the forefathers lived. There are some still original buildings still standing. There is an old barn and a couple of homes belonging to some of the pioneers as well. Inside this cemetery, which was established, I think it was 1859 it was established, there is a man buried in here. He was the first person to be buried in here. His name is Tom Donlin, and he was the first person buried in here, but he also died. How did he die? He fell to his death while helping to construct the church that they also have over here. So let's get on with it. Let's check this historic cemetery out. Maybe we'll look at some of the original buildings and barns that are still here. Like I said, it's set up much like a public park is. So it's an interesting area, and I never knew it existed until not too long ago. So let's get going. This area is very, very beautiful. I'm gonna walk around and show you, like, there's an old barn over here. There's people having a picnic over here, so I'm trying not to disturb them. But I'll show you the old barn that is still standing in this area. That was part of the pioneers back in the day. So let's check it out. Look at this. I'm gonna try to, after I show this, I'll go into the cemetery. But this is one of the old original barns. This is like kind of like the downtown area of Dublin. But I guess, you know, back in those days, this was the where everybody lived. You know, there's houses still standing in this little park. A couple houses, original. And it's just a very, very interesting, trippy thing. This is like the old barn that is still here. You know, they use it for storage for stuff now. They have little events here, I think, where they give hay rides on a tractor in one of the little wagons. There's one of the vehicles right there they use, I think, for the hayride. There's a trailer attached to it with benches inside. And right over here is the cemetery, the old Dublin Pioneer Cemetery. A lot of shaded areas, a lot of trees inside here, as you guys can see. Very, very interesting. Now, from what I understand, you know, this old cemetery, you can't purchase any more plots in here. So along the way, you may see some fairly recent dates of people who are buried here. From what I was told, it's actually, the only time somebody can be buried here now is if it's pre-planned in the family, like arrangements were made ahead of time to have a loved one put in here. But as of right now, you can't just come up and purchase a plot in here. It doesn't happen unless it's a pre-planned, pre-need kind of thing within the family. Well, you know, within the family to be put in here. Look at this, the Nielsen family area right here. It's a big, big stone. And along the way here, they have little signs like this to kind of explain the families a little bit that are in here. Some of the original families. So it says, originally from Denmark, Peter Nielsen settled in Dublin in the late 1800s, leasing a large tract of land from Dougherty on what is now called the Camp Parks Dougherty Valley area. His son, Tom, 1896 to 1956, purchased land in the Silvergate Dublin Canyon area, raised cattle, and farmed the land. He served on the Murray School Board and Alameda County Sheriff's Reserves. Tom's son, Robert Budd, continued his family's community service tradition by serving on Dublin's volunteer fire department, Alameda County Sheriff's Reserves, Dublin Pioneer Cemetery Board, chaired the Dublin Community Club 1960, and served for over 12 years as trustee on the Murray School Board. Fourth generation Nielsen's. Oh, and the rest of it's kind of at the bottom here, kind of worn out a little bit, but on this wooden sign it says a school is named in honor of the Nielsen family. So there is an old schoolhouse that is also in the area attached to this land also, but let's check it out. I'm sure this stone is fairly new. Yeah, Bud and Marilyn. Beautiful, beautiful stone. Bud was 1926 to 2013, and Marilyn was 1932 to 1994. There's like an airplane. There's cattle. There's a guy on the horse. Very, very interesting stuff here. And this family here. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is, you know, these different families. If there's recent burials, it's all about having it set up in the family beforehand. We have Thomas Hart here. It says a native of New York. Died September 22nd, 1870. Aged 41 years, 3 months, and 5 days. Look at this. Look at this stone here. I love the little the hands up top there. Very interesting. Ooh boy, this stone is very damaged. Owen Owens, June 24th, 1812. Died, I think November something, 1879 actually. And you can tell the stone is replaced. Look at that, they seamed it back together with some kind of adhesive. This stone. Last name is Taylor. It says an affectionate husband and father. And again, this stone was broken in half too, as you can see the crease going down like a diagonal crease right here. God, I can't even make this one out. It's been broken in so many different spots. I can't even make it out. It's been broken in a couple different spots. Looks like top, there, and then down below here. Almost like a zigzag break. Let's see, died September 29th, 1875 is about all I can make out on this one. McPherson. Well, since that stone is a little goofy, kind of hard to see, Irish Eyes, Serenity Sue, and the rest of you will be so proud of me to know that I brought my torch. Let's go check this stone out. Daniel Robert McPherson, December 26, 1835 to December 26, 1904. Died on his birthday. Looks like Rhoda, August 25th, 1841, July 4th, 1896. Father and mother. Huh. Beautiful. Caleb Bowles. June 14th, 1832 to June 19th, 1893. It says at the bottom there, John 3:16. Look at this. Beautiful stone. Put this hopper on it like that. Wow. John Bond. John C. 1855 to 1949. Let's read the little, they got a description plaque here. A native of Denmark. He brought his family to Dublin in 1896. They operated Dougherty Station, which he bought from C.M. Dougherty on October 16th, 1907. It later became known as the Dublin Hotel. Oh, very interesting. And there's John and Nicolene. So John was 1855 to 1949, and Nicolene was 1862 to 1937. There is a Victor Elbond, or Bondet, however you pronounce it, 1893 to 1912. And then Eric L, 1891 to 1979, and Emma B, 1896 to 1952, and it says, in loving memory. Beautiful stone. Here is the Kol Family area. It says the Kol family settled in Dublin in the 1870s. George Kolb operated the general store and farmed. His sons, Edwin and Harold, also ranched and farmed. Harold H.W. Kolb was a trustee for the Murray School District for 17 years and was a noted authority of local history. Now that's the Kolb family, K-O-L-B, Kolb. And their little area is over here. They're in with the Millers and the Strom family, it looks like, as well. And the big stone in the back looks like Harold William, born in Dublin, September 10th, 1900, a lifelong resident of Dublin, died November 12th, 1989, and it says mother, Elise Kroger, born in the Amador Valley, October 29th, 1898, a lifelong resident of Dublin, died March 23rd, 1982. And there's a better shot of their stone back there. There is Doris Hartung, born in Germany, 1834, sailed around the Horn to San Francisco in 1844. Died 1917 in San Francisco. Interesting. And there's that better shot, that Harold William Kolb. William Peter, March 12th, 1930, January 6, 2006. As I said, you will see some fairly recent ones in here. Like I said, all set up within the family. A lifelong rancher of Dublin, a gentle spirit. Well, that's interesting. There's a stone right here next to the Kol family. Can't make it out. So what we will do is get the old torch out and see what we can do. Oh boy. W.H.G. Botsford died. Oh boy. August 21st, 1869. Aged, is that 11 years? I can't make out the rest of it, but there's, you know, there is the name Botsford. It's plain as day. And there's another one over here. Johann, oh, this is, look at this one. Johann Hell is the name. Johann Hell. August 1867 to July, God, I think July, I'm not sure that one is, but that one, look at that, very interesting. So how am I doing with the old torch so far, the old flashlight? I can kind of see on my screen, but it's kind of hard to make it out until I watch it back how well I'm doing with it, but I could read stuff, so this thing is A-okay. Right on. The Dougherty Family. There is actually a main street named after them here in Dublin. Let's see here. James Witt Dougherty, 1813 to 1879. An early settler from Tennessee, he bought 10,000 acres from Jose Maria Amador for $2.20 per acre. He was the chairman of the first board of Alameda County in 1853. He had the hawthorn trees planted in the cemetery. Carlo, his faithful dog, outlived him by 3 years. And as Dougherty wished, Carlo is buried at his feet. James Witt. Very, very interesting. Let's find James. And they say his dog is buried at his feet. I can see the stone already. This is interesting. This is awesome. Okay. There's his stone right there. Born in Tennessee, April 26, 1813. Died September 30th, 1879. It's a beautiful stone. That's an interesting little design. If anybody knows what that means, let me know. I don't want to step on this one too much, and I think here is, yep, his dog, Carlo. Faithful dog, November 26th, 1882. So the dog outlived him, they said, by what, 3 years? Very interesting. And his dog buried with him as he wished, at his feet. There's some people have put some beautiful stones there. There we go. Ada M., daughter of J.W. and E.A., died November 20th, 1866, age 21 years, 1 month, 28 days, born in Mississippi. We got Charles Medley, September 9th, 1918 to May 8th, 2013. Gwendolyn Dunn, July 6th, 1925 to May 11th, 2020. This family was for sure. Look at this plot area here. This is just insane right here. Elizabeth, wife of James Witt, died December 22nd, 1897, native of Tennessee. Charles Campbell, born December 4th, 1872, died January 18th, 1873. 1872 to 1873, alrighty. Well, that was a child. Robert, born November 18th, 1873, died January 16th, 1874. Wow. Wow, look at this statue. This is beautiful. It's very clean and in good shape compared to the bottom of the stone here. I wonder if this was added later. If this statue was added later. It's a beautiful angel statue. Elizabeth. Let me see something here. Hold on. Let's see. Elizabeth, beloved daughter of Chaz M. and Ida T. Born March 20th, 1879, died September 21st, 1900. And Lewis, loving son of Ida T. and C.M., born November 25th, 1882, and died March 21st, 1927. Beautiful stone. And here, where I got my backpack, my magical backpack, I guess I'm the male Dora now, the explorer. They got this beautiful bench here as well, underneath this tree. Yeah, this family was definitely somebody, as you can tell by the size of this area. I can't get over the dog. The dog buried at the guy's feet, man. That's an awesome story, though. He must have loved that dog, that's for sure. Yeah, more stones on this side, towards the front of this area. Some Clements, there's some Clements here. Ruth, 1910 to 1945. Randolph Clement, 1902 to 1949. Look at the beautiful shot of these stones here in the back. Lewis Atkinson, 1914 to 1972, the year I was born. He passed away. Got Ada Clement, loving daughter of Ida Thurston and Charles M., born December 24th, 1876, died March 11th, 1960. And I love these toppers here. They have father on this one. Mother on this one. Ida Thurston, born July 31st, 1854, died November 15th, 1931, beloved wife of C.M. Dougherty. Charles Medley, born January 6th, 1844, and died June 7th, 1932. So, they have, like I said, mother and father. Here's the Mahler family. Henry, 1884 to 1974, native of Germany. He married Bertha Koopman, native of Dublin. He farmed and operated a butcher business, delivering fresh meat from a horse-drawn wagon. He was an Amador High School trustee for 17 years. Henry. This is the whole family area over here. This is a big area as well. I'm not sure exactly where Harry is. A lot of these people, again, are fairly recent as well. Try to find Henry. Where is Henry? He might be one of the older stones in the back over here. Let's see, where is Henry at? I might have passed it already. Some of these stones are really small. I think this is it, John Henry. And Bertha, yeah. His wife Bertha as well. And these are just different members of the family as well here. Some of these are 2003, 2011, 2016. Wow. Here's the gentleman that I was talking about earlier, Tom Donlin, 1834 to 1959, a native of Longford, Ireland. He pledged $50 to help build Old St Raymond's Church in 1856. While working on the church, he fell from the roof and was killed at age 25. A school in Dublin was named for him by the vote of the student body. This is the guy that I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. And the church is actually on site here. And here is his stone right here. Beautiful designs. Pull back on it a little bit and look at it. To the memory of Tom H. Donlin, who departed this life September 16th, 1859, in the 25th year of his life, native of Longford, Ireland. I do believe. Hold on. Native of Longford, yes, Ireland. May his soul rest in peace. Erected by his beloved sister, Eliza. And it says, I think on the bottom here, dear friends, for me do not weep. I am not dead, but here asleep. Short was my life, I think. Long is my rest. On and ended, he thought it best. I think that was what it was. There's the name, Thomas H. Donlin. And there's the little angel on this stone. Very, very beautiful. And let me show you the church he was helping to build. It is on the site here. We'll go walk. We'll take a little break right here and walk over there, and I'll show you the old church as well. It's good. And here is Old St Raymond's Church, 1860. This is what Tom Donlin, when he was helping construct this, he fell off the roof to his death. Beautiful church. From what I understand, you could rent it out for weddings. You could be married in this church. I guess you gotta pay, I'm sure you gotta pay a little fee for it. But you could rent out this church and have a wedding in here if you wanted. It's locked, of course. There's no open access, you know, to it. But it's beautiful. It says Old St. Raymond's Church, 1859. It says the oldest extant Catholic church building in Alameda and Contra Costa counties. Wow. This land was donated as a Catholic site by Michael Murray and Jeremiah Fallon, who was one of the rescuers of the ill-fated Donner Party in the Sierra. Tom Donlin was killed during the construction of the old church. All three are buried in the adjoining Pioneer Cemetery. And the plaque was donated and dedicated September 9th, 1967. Amador Livermore Valley Historical Society, Old St. Raymond's Restoration Committee, William T. Marsh, Chairman. Interesting. This is beautiful. There's a certain part of the cemetery I'm not going to go into, only because, like I said in the beginning of this video, this cemetery is set up much like a public park, and there are people out here having family picnics and gatherings out here, because it's also a park, is like a city park as well, and I don't want to disturb anyone's gathering, traipsing through, you know, certain areas with my camera blazing. So I could always come back here because there's other things. There's an old schoolhouse that's still on the property here as well. So there's a couple more things I could come back. I'm probably better off coming back like during the week, like Monday to Friday, when everyone's working and at work. Right now it's a weekend. It is Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry, Sunday. Excuse me, it's Sunday. So right now everyone's out and having their picnics and everything else. So I can always come back. If you want me to come back to the cemetery and show you more, let me know in the comment box below. But I'll show you a couple more things before I call it a day. And here's the area of John S. Martin. It says he was born in Ireland, brother to Dennis Martin, came west in 1844 with the Stevens Party. He helped rescue survivors of the Donner Party, first settled at Bonnie Doon in Palomares Canyon, later in the hills northwest of Dublin. So he was helped rescue the survivors of the ill-fated Donner Party. I'm sure you guys have heard of that. Maybe I'll put a link to the Donner Party, also a little bit of the history of the Donner Party, in the description box below as well, in case some of you are not familiar with the Donner Party. And here is, yeah, J. Martin. Very simple stone. Nothing going on there, really. You know? We got a John Anthony Hansen, 1906 1914. And we have E.M. Martin as well. Oh, very interesting. Layton is the last name, in memory of Morgan and Ann B. Let's see here. Morgan Layton, a native of Virginia, died September 24th, my birthday, but not year. He died in 1868, aged 56 years. And Ann B. Layton, wife of Morgan Layton, a native of Ireland, born March 17th, 1829, died September 29th, 1869, aged 40 years. Rest in peace. Interesting. Beautiful stone. There's the hands. There's the name. Beautiful. So that is going to wrap it up for this video. Like I said, there's families out here doing their thing, doing, you know, gatherings and whatnot. So I'm not going to try to be disruptive, but I will come back here. And like I said, I will have probably better luck coming back here Monday through Friday when everyone's at work. So one of those days, one of those weekdays, would probably be more favorable to be able to show you more of the cemetery and of the grounds here, because there's still a lot of unique, interesting stones in here, as you've seen already, but there's a little bit more. Like I said, it's not a real huge place. I think there's about 400 and something burials in here. I do believe I remember reading 450 burials in here. But like I said, it was a lot of like the founding fathers of Dublin, California. So I probably the rest of this week, because I'm short of time, I haven't had time to film any other vlogs. So after this one, I might be doing the on the fly live cemetery walks, just to get them done, just to get some some videos up real quick. So this will probably be, like I said, the only pre-recorded vlog that I do this week, and then I'll probably be doing a couple of live walks here and there to kind of fill in the gaps. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon. Therefore, you can be notified of all of my future uploads. Maybe I'll come back here at some point during the week to do a live walk here. I looked at my phone and my signal's pretty good here, so I might do a live walk from this cemetery as well. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.